Hello everyone and welcome to Talking Loyal. This is a brand new football podcast talking all things football, brought to you by two football fans and a variety of special guests. My name is Lawrence, but everyone calls me Tate. I'm a massive Arsenal fan and a hoarder of pointless information and stats. The biggest Mikel Arteta mark you will find, and an obsessive football fan. I've always wanted to be involved in the game in some way or form, and let's see how this podcast goes. Now I've introduced myself. Let me pass you over to the co-founder of the podcast, Mr. Jack Kindle Brown.
Hello, welcome. It's finally here, boys. We are doing a podcast. Here we go. I'm Jack Kindle Brown, a Tottenham fan. Fortunate enough to have a season ticket from the age of about 5 or 6. So I've followed Tottenham for the majority of my life. We'll get into why and what has made us create this podcast, but we want to capture and record those conversations that you might have with your friends, your work colleagues, your family, that surround a sport that we are all obsessed with.
The aim is to produce casual podcasts talking about high-profile events in the football season. Starting with today's first episode, the season 2022-2023 Premier League preview.
Now the introductions are out of the way, I can let you know that the mics are now plugged in, and you'll actually hear us a lot better, hopefully. So here we go.
So, should we all talk about how this all came about? We were sat in a bar in Barcelona, both in contrasting moods, after watching the North London derby the night before. And we thought, we've spent all fucking day and nights talking about football, watching football. Why don't we make a podcast about it?
Yeah, I think there's quite a few people involved in the conversation, wasn't there, to begin with? But yeah, like you said, we were watching the Spurs-Arsenal game.
And
obviously,
I must admit, it was more of Jack's idea on the Friday morning after mine, because after that I did not want to talk about football.
Tate was a bit suicidal, to be fair. I'm surprised he actually talks to me still. But
we had Mr. Jack and Freddie and Matt running around like they won the World Cup.
with our new Korean friends.
South Korean friends.
In the corner.
With me and Aaron slumped in the corner.
You, Aaron and Griff, weren't it? They were a trio of death. You're in a bad way. You're in a bad way.
It was a funny evening, to say the least. But now that's happened, and Spurs are in the Champions League and Arsenal are not, how does that affect your season going forward, do you think?
Well, I think we're looking good. With Conte, it's looking very bright. I think after that win that night, anyway, obviously it was last season now, but I think that was a big moment for us. And
do you think any of them signings you've made is because of that night? Or do you think they would have come anyway?
I think the fact we're in Champions League, we've made the Champions League. I think that's the massive swing. And Conte and Levy's backing him with the money. And
yeah, didn't you get some sort of extra money that you don't have to pay back or something?
Yeah, the owners that obviously have been in charge of Tottenham for years and years. I think it was 100 million or 150 million they come out with because we made Champions League. So they decided to finally back the manager, and hopefully.
When was the last time you were in it? What, the Pochettino?
It would have been Poch. Yeah.
Was that when Jose got you knocked out in the end?
Yeah, it would have been Poch, and then Mourinho was in charge, and just bad news. We'll just not talk about Mourinho, but yeah, I think that night was a big turning point.
But no, it was ups and downs last season for Arsenal, I think. 5th probably fair, I reckon, in the grand scheme of things. Yeah. We ran out of firepower in the end.
Yeah, I just think the likes of Tottenham, Arsenal.
The signings in January, I think, was the difference.
Yeah, definitely.
We let Aubameyang go, which was the right decision.
Yeah.
But not to replace him. But then I still think not to replace him and signing Jesus now was worked out all right.
Yeah.
But
I think at the time
it did cost us Champions League.
Exactly. At the time, if you maybe not Jesus, whoever it could have been, if Aubameyang could have stayed and had his head switched on, I don't think you'd have made Champions League, but you would have had a team good enough to not maybe beat us, but be in the top 4 and finish above us or finish above United, whatever it might have been. So I think at the time you were probably head in hands thinking, what the hell is going on? What is Arteta doing? Blah blah. But
no, never doubt Mikel.
Yeah, I don't know if he's mentioned, but yeah, he's a staunch Arteta fan. Don't know why, because he's Pep's love child.
Best looking manager in the league. He's won more than most managers in the Premier League. Super Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
So, which one of your signings are you looking forward to seeing the most? Or think will most improve you the most? I think I know who I've got in my head.
I like Basuma
Yeah,
a lot.
I
I like
think he's the
Basuma a lot. I think Perisic is like underrated, not underrated, but under the radar.
What is going on with? Because I know a few Spurs fans, and I don't think they're. Well, what's going on for Reguilón? Why does he not?
I don't know. I mean, if
you
you talk
rate
to
him?
me, I liked him. Oh, I do.
Especially as a wing back.
Yeah, I like him a lot at the minute, and well, I know he rarely played towards the end of the season, but I don't know what happened. Why? Maybe, obviously, yes, it's a matter of opinion, and Conte and whoever they decided against him, but I don't see what Reguilón was doing any worse than Session or whoever we may have had playing that position. And like you said, wing back, surely he's built for Conte's system and the way he wants to play. And
so Basuma goes into your starting 11.
On his performances at Brighton, 100%. Yeah.
Anyone else? Does Perisic start over?
Perisic, possibly. I don't know. I don't know enough, and that will probably say a lot.
Does Richie get into your front three?
Stay Richie, lad. It's a strange one, Richarlison. He's
Day one, Saturday. Was he playing Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday, home.
Is he starting?
Southampton. I wouldn't start. No, exactly that. Richarlison doesn't start.
Kuzeski instead.
Yeah, big Kulu, ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger Swede. Cutting in.
And you've got and
Swedish
Jed
Robin.
Spence surely has to start over.
I think on
who's
paper,
that trash fullback you've got? What's his name?
Royale.
Right. Oh.
The king. No, he's bad.
Or Doherty, didn't he get a bit of form and then he get injured at Arsenal before?
Doherty, did he
I
get
saw him
injured?
to have a bit of a.
He was doing
rebound,
okay,
wasn't he?
and then he got injured. But again, Conte likes him. I think he's a different scenario on the right back situation because we have him and Royale, and they're on paper you think
gash.
Bloody hell, yeah, they are gash. But Doherty on paper you think is a better option, but for some reason Royale still plays a lot. But Conte, I think, is Doherty's his answer, or he likes Doherty more.
Yeah.
But then similar to the left, he for some reason Sessegnon was his man, and that's the thing I'll say about Conte. If that's him, that's his answer. That's what he wants.
Trust
then
him.
Go with it. If he wants to sign Ashley Young, if he wants to sign Lukaku, if he wants to sign whoever, go and do it. Let him crack on.
Yeah.
Let him crack on. But
Even Dele Alli back.
Dele Alli, we talk about him later. Absolutely, yeah. Talk about him later. What a shame.
So yeah, let's look forward to the Premier League season ahead. And on today's podcast, we've got a few categories we're going to speak about: winners, relegation, top four, our team predictions, so an Arsenal prediction and a Spurs prediction from Jack and myself, the first manager to be sacked, the Golden Boot winner, the PFA Player of the Year, and to end on, we've got a shout/hot take of the year that is a little bit controversial.
I've been sweating over that.
That we could be stuck on come the end of the season if we become popular and this gets clicked.
yeah. If we become viral, then we're in trouble.
We'll be like the new Thog Down and Thog Dad. Ben Foster, Peter Crouch.
Yeah, they're all out there. Under the Kosh, big shout out. Love to collab with you in the future, but we'll start off from small beginnings.
We'll get there. If this even records, we might have been speaking for the last 8.5 minutes.
I think it is plugged in, so I think we're okay.
And we might not have heard anything. Right, before we start though, quick little shout out to the loyals. Stay loyal.
Stay loyal, boys. Stay loyal.
Right, so first category, Mr. Kendall Brown. I assume we've probably gone for the same answer here. Winners.
Like all these questions and a lot of the conversation we're about to have, I surprisingly have struggled massively with a lot of them, and this one I thought was straightforward answer, but when you think about it and you change your answer, you change what your opinion is, but I've sort of tossed and turned between two teams, and they're obvious two teams, but so yeah, my final answer will be Man City to win the league again. What about you, Tate?
Did Saturday's game throw you a little bit?
Not me personally. I know there's a lot of people on Twitter and like all that say, "Oh, Haaland's rubbish," but they're just, for me, they're just people that just don't know.
Yeah, they get a bit of clout.
They don't know what's going on. They said Darwin Núñez was rubbish, and
although them comps are funny though.
Yeah, their videos, they're good value, but it's not.
It's the music on the bad comps gets me.
It's not. They're not. They don't. Not saying I know. Obviously, I don't know. It's just my opinion, and that's what it is. But yeah, they see something online. They do a little 10-second video of Darwin doing a terrible miss or Haaland missing the ball, like whatever it might be, and that's them finished. And Darwin Núñez is rubbish. Darwin Núñez turns up, scores a goal, Community Shield, cheers. Like,
that was a decent game, to be fair. But no, I've gone winners, Man City as well.
City again, yeah.
I just think they're strong everywhere again.
Yeah.
Although, and they've now got what they've been missing. They've got.
Agreed. I think Haaland,
arguably the best, second best young forward in the world.
Yeah. And
who is an absolute beast.
We'll get onto it towards the end or towards the middle of the conversation, whatever it might be. But I think, Haaland, if Harry Kane, simple thing, if Harry Kane went there last summer,
they'd have all 4 trophies in the bag.
Yeah, they'll score stupid amount of goals. They win everything, and it's done. So, and they're as good as they are without a striker. So
yeah,
it's
they've lost a little bit of depth with losing Sterling and Jesus, Zinchenko. Have they sold anyone else? Or they've lost Fernandinho.
Fernandinho moved on.
There's rumours Ake's still there, and he played on Saturday.
But they're a very similar. Yeah, they're a similar team. Obviously, Pep has his way of playing.
I just can't see the Haaland thing not going well.
No. I just don't know. In a team like that, I'm not saying I would score goals or whoever Tate might score goals, but I would hope
2 last night.
if I was put centre forward in that team, across the whole season, I played every single game. I'd hope to score 4 or 5 goals, and that's me. I've got one leg. I can't run.
I saw that conversation online the other day.
Yeah.
My brother always said he would score 5 to 10 goals in a Premier League. He was like, he's shite.
If I'm on pens and free kicks, I'll bag a few. But that's what I'm saying. Haaland, like you said, maybe arguably the best striker in the world, put in a team where City literally put it on a plate for you. I can't see him absolutely not scoring 25, 30 goals across all comps.
The other side to my argument, I personally think, would you Liverpool starting the season on Saturday, Sunday, and they a better team than what finished the Champions League final last season? Have they improved? Look, who have they lost? Mane?
It's hard to say because
they haven't improved in midfield. I think they need someone new.
Yeah,
someone.
They haven't. Like I said,
I thought they'd go for Bellingham or someone like that. Someone new, fresh.
Well, even Basuma. I know Spurs are going. I'm absolutely buzzing. Great, fantastic, well done. Like really happy you've done it. But yeah, why aren't Liverpool just going? We paid 35, just go right 40 mil. Cheers, Basuma, come to us. I feel like that's the midfield. The midfield 3 they need freshening up. They're all quality players: Fabinho, Thiago, and Henderson. But I just think that the next drop off, I don't rate Keita. No,
Jones is all right, but I don't think he's
obviously young and inexperienced. Yeah.
To even think that he's going to be our midfield for the next 5-10 years, might be wrong, but I don't see it yet.
No.
And then you've got Mr. Buddy Little Mix, who is the best £40 million we have ever got.
He's injured again, isn't he?
Yeah.
So.
But that's
they haven't.
Am I missing another midfielder? But that's what I think. City are just.
They're all over it, and they're ridiculous. And similar to Liverpool and City, whoever the top teams, they always replenish and get new players. And everyone's making a big deal out of Liverpool because they got rid of Mane. Obviously, yes, to West Ham, to even Tottenham, Arsenal fans, like getting rid of arguably your best player sounds awful, but it's with Klopp and Liverpool, that's what they do.
Klopp don't miss with transfers recently.
Diaz came in January, arguably the best signing.
They signed that youngster from
Fulham, that Carvalho.
Yeah.
He could be brilliant. You don't know. Obviously, very young. He might only play a handful of games, whatever it might be. But they brought in Darwin Núñez. They obviously think that he's of some quality and he's going to come in and play. So they've got they're ridiculous. They are packed out to the rafters. They got Jota, Núñez, Diaz, Salah still, so I think that's for me. I said City to win the league, but Liverpool again.
And a quick one on that as well. Do you think it will be as tight as last year, or do you think City by 5-10 points? Well,
I think
5 to 10 points.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be tight. To be honest, I think there'll be more teams involved, not necessarily title race, but the likes of Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Do you think there'll be 2 runaways, or think it will be a bit closer?
I think the top 4 will be close, and again, not because Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, whoever it might be, United, they're going for the top position. But I just don't, or I hope not, that there's a massive runaway again. But I think those 2 teams, Liverpool and City, are just above at the minute, and there's a gap, and I think it's closed over the summer. But
the team that were third, I also don't think they've closed that gap.
No, I think Tottenham and Arsenal have improved, but Chelsea. I don't know if they haven't got worse. That's wrong. But they it looked like
They've got better. For the first thing they've got better, they got bigger that bloody donkey up top.
yeah. I'm sure Reece is really happy
And
about getting that.
they've got a lovely £8 million back for the 100 and what million they
Yeah.
spent on him.
And they've just, as of tonight, they've just signed that Villa youngster as well.
Yeah,
so.
I saw that. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce his
No,
name.
God, no, yeah. Yeah,
But before we go into the top 4, I'm a bit paranoid, but we're going to press pause. This is our first time, so bear with us. Our last intro, we didn't check the mics, but we're going to press pause, and we'll be back with you after a quick break.
In Liverpool City, definitely, or
City, then Liverpool. 1-2.
You don't think no one will sneak in second? Or
No. I'd love to. As much as I'd love to say yes. No. Now the next two as well, I've been umming and ahhing because I don't want to get clipped. So there's a safe option and then there's a risky option, and I'm going to go screw it. I'm going for the risky option. As we do more episodes on this, you'll probably find out that me and Jack have, although we support different teams, there's two certain teams we don't like very much.
Yeah, although we're sat across the table talking quite nicely about it all, we somehow do like the total opposite sides of North London, but
there are two teams that we can agree on, and that first team is not getting in my top 4.
Really?
Not getting in my top 4.
Oh my God. Oh, God.
I'm going to go third. I'm going to put my neck on the line. I'm going to put Mikel Arteta's Tricky Reds.
End it. It's done. It's over. Finished.
I'm in an R-ring.
Finished.
And number 4, I've put Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
My original draft had Chelsea 3rd and Arsenal 4th. And I thought, nah, screw it.
I'll just mention mine, and then we talk about it all. But so yeah, similar to Tate, I changed mine a few times and whatnot, but up until about yesterday, I had Tottenham 3rd, Arsenal 4th. And I thought, a bit like Tate, I thought, screw it, nah, change that. So I put Tottenham 3rd, Chelsea 4th.
You dickhead. I just thought Arsenal and Spurs last year they weren't great all year. Spurs obviously had a lovely run to the end of the season and came 4th. Chelsea started well, and everyone was like, they're going to win the league. Just because they got that. I know they won the Champions League the year before, but
I was massively
God, they've got 2 Champions Leagues with asterisks if I've ever seen 2 Champions Leagues with asterisks. But that is me being salty and jealous.
At the start of last year, I said to my friends and I said Chelsea win league done. Like they looked incredible, but for some reason they just dipped off.
They fell off a cliff.
Yeah, they just dipped massively.
Arsenal should have finished 4th last year. Obviously, if they fuck up, they fucked it up.
Yeah, easily.
And
could have done it.
How many points did you finish off Chelsea? 3, 4 max.
Right. Yeah, I think it was.
Have a look. That's my stickler for putting Chelsea down, because I don't think Chelsea have improved in the summer.
They've lost
their best centre half.
Yeah, they brought Sterling in, great.
But do Chelsea need another wing? I don't know. I'm obviously not a Chelsea fan. I don't follow Chelsea enough, but Chelsea need a number 9.
Well, it seems bizarre. They've obviously, yes, you have your opinions on Lukaku, but
I don't think he's set for the Premier. He was.
Yeah, we were 3 points behind Chelsea.
3 points behind. And what were Arsenal behind you? 2
and then
points.
Arsenal were 2 points off.
Yeah, so we were 5 off 3rd. With Eddie
but
Nketiah as our main striker for half season, Lacazette with his big bunda, and Aubameyang.
That was the thing, though. We were saying that here, like about Tottenham and even Arsenal, really, that Chelsea just slowly got drawn back into that top 4 race.
That's my logic behind it, where I just think Arsenal, as an Arsenal fan, I watch them week in, week out. Watching Alexander Lacazette up front for best part of 5 years,
still better.
It's been a painful experience, especially last year. And all he does is back in. Just twerks,
shielding the ball,
just twerks it and passes it back, and that's his job done.
Shield.
And then you've got the 2 wingers who have done really well, bomb on forward, but he doesn't join in the attack. I've watched Jesus for 6 games, and I'm like,
where have you been?
Is it a striker's allowed to do both? But that's my opinion, right? And I think Spurs have improved.
Yeah.
I think Spurs have improved their squad as well, which is important this year with the 5 subs.
And the World Cup coming up.
That's my only worry for Spurs personally, is any injury to Kane again. Last year was his first injury. Was his first injury-free year in God knows.
Yeah.
He always normally has. Was he have 4 weeks out, 4 6 weeks out with an ankle?
In total, maybe across the season he might have 4 to 6 weeks. He might have
Yeah.
that in one whack, or like you said, like 2-3
Yeah.
weeks, little spells. But yeah, last year was massive, and him and Son were and are, whether you like it or not, are the best duo in the Premier League. You can't argue. As a man,
Are you saying ever or currently?
as a man that likes stats, you can't argue.
On paper, yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, but I think obviously a little bit of bias in our top 4, but maybe I just what I said earlier, but with the top 4, whoever it might be, even necessarily the top 6, but I just think the top 6 are so far in front of the rest of the league, and even United to extent.
And a caveat to that as well. I just think, well, we are doing these predictions the week before the season, so we're 2 days before the season. I don't like, since COVID, that the transfer window stays open.
Carries on.
I really liked that it was shut the day before.
I spoke to someone the other day.
Because I just think that's a fair game.
Yeah, just maybe not end it tonight, but before the first game, wherever it
end
might
it on
be.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday night, midnight, that's it, done. You've
Yeah.
done your business, whatever you needed. Because, like you said, in
I
2
think
or 3 weeks, you might have a player that's played Friday night, and then he might turn out for someone else in a couple of weeks.
Especially this season. I think, because obviously the World Cup, I'm pretty sure we play 4 or 5 times before August 31st.
Well, yeah, there's not a... I don't know. I don't
for
think
those
there's
listeners that are enjoying this, that's probably going to be the next episode.
I don't think there's There's not an international break till November, is there? Until the World Cup.
I don't think so, no.
I'm pretty sure. So that would be a change in itself.
A good change, because I don't like
we-
international football.
No, we don't need the international break in September or whenever it normally is. It's just what you play two or 3 fixtures and then suddenly
No.
they're off for a couple of weeks.
Scrap that Nations League.
Yeah, get it gone. But yeah,
So Chelsea, but Chelsea could do some business before the end of August.
exactly. Yeah, you've still got time, and I'm sure I think they're at the minute Cucurella, the sort of left back, they might play him left centre back if they get.
Yeah,
him.
I saw him and Denzel
About
Dumfries as well.
Yeah,
that was
I
on
think-
last night.
I think the negotiations with Cucurella from Brighton is looking pretty much done or likely.
They want 50 and they're not budging those.
No. And Cucurella's
He's more of a left wing back. That's what I thought. Maybe they played Chilwell in there. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. They
Just
got
running off your top of your head, it would be Mendy, Chilwell, Cucurella,
Cucurella,
Koulibaly,
Koulibaly, and
Thiago
Silva.
Silva.
Yeah, right wing back James.
Yeah.
That's a solid. If that is
Um,
what's going to be, that's a
Yeah,
solid
and then
back
you have
five.
the middle.
But that's it. Yeah.
You got Jorginho, Kante, and Kovacic.
Yeah.
Well,
then
obviously not all
similar
three
to-
will play.
yeah, similar
But
to
their front three is Mount, Sterling, and Havertz.
doesn't frighten me. Mount's a fraud.
Hot take.
Clip that.
Havertz is still to be convinced by him.
Yeah. But like you
Um,
said about Liverpool, Chelsea haven't necessarily strengthened in the middle of the pitch,
Yeah.
and they play a similar system to what Tottenham play. Or Tottenham
How
play a similar
buddy
way.
Ruben Softus-Cheek still plays there. Right, that bloke needs to
Yeah,
go on Love
I
Island.
suppose.
Stop playing football, mate.
Just give up.
Sorry,
give up.
Ruben. Or just leave Chelsea. come on.
Yeah, but now they've got Gallagher back, and he was very good at Palace. But again,
Yeah.
he
Don't
might
let him
go
take
there. He
penalties,
might be. Yeah. Oh, that was awful pre-season. That was shocking. But he
Yeah, I
might
forgot
go
about
there.
Gallagher, yeah.
Yeah, he might play a lot. He might not play nothing. You don't know. But he was good. He was good, very good for Palace.
Mm.
But then he might be there and struggle. You just don't know. But I think I put Chelsea top 4, purely on the basis of their manager.
Do you
And-
think
and they've done it
Spurs
before.
will... the whole World Cup throws this season off in general. Just
Yeah.
It makes it a mad
agreed.
season. The thing with Spurs this year for me is... I know you were in the Conference League last year, but you weren't really. You got kicked out of that. You got yourself kicked out of that.
Yeah, we opted out. I think
We went to
We backed out.
Jack actually took me to a game against
Oh, yeah.
my very first ever against Vitesse.
Yeah, Vitesse. That was it. At the Tottenham
We
Stadium.
made a couple of friends in the front row.
Oh yeah.
Sound of Loris. No, first time to the Tottenham Stadium to watch my first ever Conference League game. That our lovely friends West Ham will be playing in this year.
Oh yeah, of course. That's not. I'd rather not talk about them.
We'll do a separate European podcast
Yeah.
another time. But not that I really want to get involved in that
Yeah.
until April.
Like me and Tate discussed, but West Ham, I couldn't name you one level-headed, nice, genuine West Ham fan. Please, if you're listening, whoever, even if it's
Comment.
yeah,
Comment and
please,
subscribe.
please message me. Absolutely abuse me. I don't care. But there's no one out there. If it's just my mum listening, you couldn't name one, could you? So, There's no one. Andy, if you even think
Andy
about asking, exactly, no chance. There's not. I would say they're deluded. They're absolutely deluded.
Going back to that original point. So Arsenal obviously went in European football last year and still couldn't make top four. Not that I'm bitter about that, but there we go. Spurs made top four, but like Arsenal, they weren't really in any European football last year. The teams you played, the team you played, getting kicked out of it straight away. I think you played 5 extra games in Arsenal.
Yeah. I think.
And do you think, obviously, them more intensity games you'll be playing? Do you know what seed you are?
I think we're pot 2. I think.
Oh, so you should get one.
So we get a
good team.
We get a favourable group as such. We get one, like you said, one very good side, and obviously 2 still good teams, but not.
You're not in group 3 that you
good.
could be.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could get a group of death.
Yeah. So, I think everyone's. Yeah, I know everyone says you don't want to play Thursday night, Sunday, but with Champions League, you're still playing Wednesday, Saturday. You're still playing 2 games a week when it comes around.
I mean, it's the thing with the first round of group games is Arsenal, I reckon, can play second string, third string team in them group games. And what I like about the Europa League, which I actually found out last year because Arsenal weren't in it, that if you win your Europa League group, you don't have to play that silly.
Yeah, there's a
round
weird.
of
Yeah,
32,
they've changed the.
Is it around? Yeah, whatever it is that you played an extra game in the Champions League. But if you win the group, you don't.
Yeah.
So if you came second, you then play a Champions League team.
Yeah.
But Arsenal should win the group, isn't it? Yeah.
Arsenal, if they wanted to win that competition, they're surely good enough.
We'll go on to that, but we'll touch on that a bit later. So, from the winners, from the top 4, to right down the nitty gritty at the relegation zone.
Go on, take
this was a hard one for
off.
me. Shall we? Let's go through it. I'll name one team, you name one.
Yeah, go on.
And we'll go through
Alright.
why I've picked him. I've gone first. Bit of a hot take, might be completely wrong. Rock bottom, Leeds United.
Ooh, I've got Leeds. I wouldn't say the rock bottom. I've actually got Leeds, and that's by chance. We haven't had a conversation.
I haven't put them in order, but as a hot take, I'm putting Leeds rock bottom.
Yeah, we'll talk more, but yeah, Leeds.
Just
definitely.
because, although they did improve a little bit under Jesse Marsh.
Yeah.
Did they? I don't know if they did.
Yeah,
I just think who finished third from bottom last year?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Who should have stayed up? Come on, wrap my brain.
Oh, third from bottom.
Yeah, they
Burnley.
Said Burnley.
Yeah.
Burnley improved when they sacked Dyche.
Burnley, Everton, Leeds last year. That towards the end of the season, Everton only stayed up because
of
Burnley
other teams.
And Leeds. I know Leeds didn't go down, but Everton finished 16th.
How much
because
would have been great if Everton gone down? See,
I don't know how they didn't. They didn't do anything. Lampard came in.
They had Rishi.
Richarlison. They didn't actually. They didn't go like win 2 on a bounce. Or
they won one game and they beat Palace.
They didn't win like 2 or 3 and then didn't concede any, or they were like really good at scoring. They didn't change the way they played. Benitez would have kept them up.
There was one game I remember they actually beat. I think I watched it with the Johnsons actually, and they beat Chelsea 1-0, didn't they? And that was the game when they probably were safe.
But I couldn't believe how poor they were, and like I said, Ali.
Was signings still?
Name me a worse person in a relegation battle. You can't. Him. He's the man. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And Burnley were a bit of a surprise, really. They changed their manager.
I think it worked out alright for them because they weren't going anywhere. Although Dyche is, I think,
staunch.
He's a good manager for that standard, but
he's just.
I think they'd had enough.
Isn't he? Dyche is just
Brexit FC.
4-4-2.
4-4-2.
Get it in the box, lad.
So you've gone Leeds as well. Who's your other team?
I've gone Leeds. I've said Fulham and Bournemouth.
I've gone Bournemouth. And I've gone Nottingham Forest.
Oh, interesting.
So Forest, I think, have the potential to do a Sheffield United.
Yeah, that is my take. I think they'll do that. Not necessarily what Sheffield United done, but I think they'll stay in the league one season.
I just think. I think Forest will be a harder team to play than Fulham because I think they'll have a better atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because not many teams are intimidated by the Craven Cottage faithful.
I think Craven Cottage away is not.
But I've got a soft spot
for
Scott Parker. I think he's a really.
He nearly came to us, didn't he?
I said he should have gone to you, or you should have gone for him instead of Nuno.
Oh yeah.
Nuno was absolute disaster.
Nuno.
Was he 5th, 6th, 7th choice?
What a disaster. Yeah, that's a whole nother pod on its own, I think. But
no, I want Fulham to stay up, and also I can't for the life of me, surely it can't be another Fulham and Norwich swap places again.
No, but that is the.
We need the relegation
that
derby.
Is the conversation, but
We need the Fulham Norwich derby.
Yeah.
We need that back.
In one league, it needs to happen. No, but again, like you said, I like Fulham. I love going to Fulham. Craven Cottage, great day out, blah blah. But yeah, I just don't know. Fulham, their manager it's Marco Silva, isn't it? And
Marco Silva, yeah.
He's not had the greatest time in the Prem. And Fulham, of late, they're not the same Fulham.
Quick yes or no
when we were
question.
younger, but
Will Mitrovic score more than 10 goals?
I think more than 10, but
Will
11.
Mitrovic score more goals than Mikel Antonio?
Oh.
Premier League goals?
Premier League goals? No way.
No.
No, I think Mitrovic is one of those. He's just obviously brilliant in the champ, but just isn't a Prem player.
42 goals on it last year.
Yeah, ridiculous. Like, set the record. Absolutely ridiculous. How can you be that good?
Mitro.
And then he's not just played for Fulham, he's played for Newcastle. He's been in the Prem before and just offered nothing. And he might.
I saw a podcast last night. I heard a little snippet of it. It might be on TikTok or Twitter or whatever. And the bloke was saying, if Mitrovic was to play for Man City,
he'd score.
He'd get 25 goals.
That's my argument about Haaland, is that
if Jack Kim-de-Bruyne gets 5 goals, for Man City,
if I'm on pens and free kicks and I take him every single game,
free kicks,
I'm scoring 5.
Get it over the wall.
I'm scoring 5. That's it. I'm scoring 5. But yeah, Mitrovic, I don't know, maybe because he's in a poor team and Fulham come up and they're at the bottom already and they just want to survive. I don't know, but
so
you can't really argue 40 odd goals in the champ, but no one's coming in and going, right, let's go and get Mitrovic.
Yeah, not even like, I don't know. I've struggled to think of the below teams now because we were like an Everton or a
Well, even Palace struggle. They seem to not have a strike. They like Benteke, they like Jordan Ayew, but
how them two still got
still
going? Well, it's because you know why they still got careers, because they fucking shine up against Arsenal once a season. Benteke, look, you watch on Friday night.
He'll be all over it.
Clip one of this.
Yeah.
Which one of them two going to score a header?
Yeah, lob it back post. I'll get me noggin on it.
Especially if Cedric's right back, but we haven't started that yet.
But
so we've both gone Bournemouth.
I'd say Bournemouth.
I couldn't name one player they've signed.
I saw something the other day. Some lad was talking, and he said Bournemouth are just a rubbish club.
Awful stadium.
Yeah, terrible stadium.
Awful kit.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Yeah, but you like Scott Parker though. Stumped him.
Stumped him because I've had an absolute stinker there.
Yeah.
I've had a stinker. I kept thinking he was at Fulham. I've had a stinker there. Yeah, no, I've kept. I haven't put Fulham. He's done me right here. When we get
done him like a kipper.
When we get bigger, we'll have a vlog. We'll have a video as well, and you'll be able to see how red I've turned.
Yeah, you see how sweaty I am.
No, I've had a stinker there. I've really lost the words for once, but
no,
I ain't changing the answer. Bournemouth is still going down. I'd like Scott Parker to stay up.
Yeah. I think he looks good on the sideline, but I don't know. I'm not sold by Parker. I'm glad we didn't get him. Obviously, Nuno was a disaster.
I think if he went to a little bigger club, I don't know, but he'd have a good. He comes across really well. That's my thing.
He's one of them. He talks well and he gives you the right answers and dresses smart, which sounds ridiculous.
And
but
isn't the manager of Fulham anymore.
Yeah, and he's the manager of Bournemouth. So yeah, I've gone Fulham, Bournemouth, and Leeds. We sort of hovered over Leeds.
We've gone Leeds and Bournemouth.
For me, Leeds. I'll mention their manager in a bit. But Leeds,
I will as well.
Leeds, they're like any team. They've sold their two best players. They've sold Phillips and Rafinha. And Phillips didn't really play last year. He had a big injury.
Rafinha was a joke.
And yeah, Rafinha was. And you talk to some Leeds fans when they say, "Oh, we sold him." Like, yeah, we don't need him. Rubbish. Like, rubbish. He's your best player. If Tottenham sold Kane and Son, it'd be game over. It'd be done. And
they've signed 3 players from.
They've signed
Leipzig
or Salzburg.
Whoever Jesse March was there.
I think it was Leipzig before. And he signed like a few Americans and obviously players that he likes, and that's what managers do. But people they know, but I just can't see it. I just think never goes well.
The goalkeeper's not bad. He's 22. He's 22. He's not bad. Yeah. I just think the back 4 screams championship. Ayling, I like him because he tries hard and it's like a rag to rich story, isn't it? He got released from Arsenal, then goes to Yeovil, all the way to the Prem. Comes across as a nice bloke.
Yeah. But is he good enough to be a right
Lee
back?
Cooper
Probably not.
is trash. He's championship.
Yeah.
defender. Then they've got Cock, who always seems to be injured.
Yeah, or sent off or whatever.
Laurente, is it?
Yeah,
and then
who's the left back?
The top three worst fullbacks in the league. Junior Firpo. He is the left back to Emerson Royale's right back.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh,
if you put
that,
them two together and then mix him in with my old mate Cedric Suarez.
The fullback combo of Royale.
My God, them three on a night out.
Oh God. Royale and Firpo.
Royale, Firpo, and Cedric. Do not get me started.
Mr. I've never thought about that. That's terrible. That is terrible. But yeah, like you said, Leeds for me sold the two best players. The back four, like Tate just said.
Bamford one season wonder or Bamford decent?
I think Bamford will play this year if he stays fit. Is he going to score more than 12, 15 goals? Probably not. I just don't think they're not strong enough, and I just can't see him. Going anywhere else in the bottom three.
Yeah, right.
But
I think that's right. We'll go on to the next category then.
Our team. Sorry to interrupt, but why don't we talk about first manager to get sacked?
First manager, yeah, good.
I feel like you might have a similar answer.
So I've put two down because I'll go on to my second one because it links to a bit of a theme I've gone for. But my first choice off the table is Jesse Marsh.
Yeah.
Jesse Marsh or Marsh?
Let's go with Marsh. I've got Jesse Marsh.
I've spelt it M-A-S-H. M-A-R-S-H, but I'm dyslexic.
Yes,
so.
I've gone for Marsh.
Jesse Marsh, I just think he would have been sacked if they'd got relegated.
Yeah.
And they were saved up by a point or 2 points or whatever.
Yeah.
I just can't see it working.
No.
I think they're going to finish bottom, and I think their owners are pretty trigger happy now. They've lost the loyalty to
stay loyal.
What was his name?
Bielsa,
yeah.
The
Bielsa
god.
fraud or goat or goat.
In Leeds, in Yorkshire, he's a god apparently, but they got rid of him. And they brought in.
I think he got himself sacked by playing that awful football.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man to man. Because we're so good. No, never works. But yeah. So
you got Jesse as well.
Yeah, I've gone for Marsh. Like simple answer. Yanks don't do well in the Prem. Simple as that. Managers do not.
Apart
do
from
well.
Deuce.
Bradley.
Deuce, Mr. Clint Dempsey.
Yeah. But he was a half decent player. Pulisic is a half decent player, but no, Marsh.
The LeBron James.
I can't see Marsh getting to Christmas, to be honest.
No.
And like you said, if they'd have got relegated, he's gone. As simple as that, he's gone.
And any team with Dan James in the front three.
Yeah, and they're relying on him. And there's talk as well it might not happen, but Harrison, starting forward player, left winger, whatever it might be, he's talk of him being
and
bought. So.
It isn't. I might be wrong, but isn't Dallas still out? He was a pretty decent player. I think
Stuart Dallas, yeah.
He broke his leg.
They did like last year. They did have a few injuries. Like I said, Phillips out for a long time. Even that Cooper, I know he's not a brilliant player.
But then injuries, I think, were maybe I don't really know the ins and outs, but I think they might have got to be Bielsa's fault to an extent.
Possibly, yeah. The way they go on about, and the way they train, the way everyone says they train so hard and run and do all this, do all that. But no, the way that they should have gone down. Really, they were awful. When Marsh came in, they didn't suddenly pick up a bit of form and play a separate way. The defence even got worse. Like Tottenham played them towards the end of the back end of the season. Oh, never.
Well, we
known
played them
anything
back
like
to back weeks because I remember. I think Arsenal beat them 5-4-1.
Yeah.
We were at the Ipswich game. I remember we watched it on the TV once, and then you played them in February and beat them 5-0.
And at home, and you think Leeds away, you think, oh, that's a tough game. Ellen Road, there'll be like good support, blah blah. But you go there, and they were just horrendous. That's the thing. They start well, and they're all in your face, and like you think, oh, this is gonna
always
be tough.
think about Everton as well.
Yeah,
score the first goal at Goodison, you're in for a good game.
Yeah.
Or you're in for a good result.
Yeah, and they start the game all flying, and you think, oh, this is gonna be tough. But like you said, 1-0 up, heads are gone, and they're that way that Bielsa was playing, and it just doesn't work. So yeah, for me, Leeds are. It's just an opinion, but Leeds are gone. Fulham and Bournemouth, I think, will be close.
Yeah, no, I've gone Leeds, Forest, Bournemouth, and Bielsa and Jesse Marsh to be sacked. But I put a side note here that I'm not too sure everything's since the old owners have gone at Chelsea that everything's right and round.
Yeah, I saw.
I've just got a bit of a feeling there. I don't know. where they've missed out on a couple of players, whether they've actually gone in for it's all paper. I read it online. Whether they've all gone in for things, I just don't think. I don't think they seem ready for the season. I might be completely wrong. They don't seem ready.
Yeah.
Like a Chelsea team normally under Abramovich.
Yeah.
Are ruthless, relentless. They get who they want. They step over people's toes.
Yeah.
Like we were laughing. We were saying the group chat when the Richarlison thing, when there's rumours they were coming in for him. They would under Roman. They would have got.
Yeah. Well,
they would have got Rafinha.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
They would have got Rafinha. They would have got Richarlison. They would have. I can't remember who else they've gone in for, but they would have got these players in, and they would have looked nasty. Chelsea are a nasty team, and they.
Yeah, they're horrible. I
don't know if Tuchel's. Or whether he walks or I don't know, but it all depends. It all depends on their start. And just a side note I put on there. I wasn't too sure.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will get sacked. But I get that feeling as well. That's similar to you that because of what's going on. But maybe that's like you said. You don't know the ins and outs. From the outside, you just think, it's a bit of unrest, and you listen to the radio, you listen to the whatever it might be, newspaper and stuff, and that's what's sort of being rumbled. But no, I don't know. I think they'll be fine. I said top 4, so. Yeah. I could be completely wrong or completely right, who knows. But I think they'll be fine. Just, definitely things have changed, so we'll see.
So, what should we go on to next?
Little side note like yourself about the managers to be sacked. I said Marsh, and I think, Marsh by Christmas, definitely gone. But my little one is Lampard at Everton. I think I nearly put him to get relegated, to be fair. But,
Right, we're back now. Quick little pause. Someone was drilling outside. So.
Yeah, sorry, got a bit noisy where we are
in the little studio.
Yeah, in the secret location
in the war bunker.
That won't be revealed unless you're our guest. So Andy, you'll never know where we are. But sorry. Like I was saying, Lampard. I think
that's another thing we agree on. We both do not like that fraud.
What, Andy Bowden?
Mr. Fat Frank.
Yeah, no, Frank. Similar to, I know everyone says it, there's always 3 teams worse, all that, but I think Everton stayed up purely on the basis that there was worse teams in them, and Lampard came in and didn't change anything.
And the one decent player last year scored some important goals, which don't play for him anymore.
Yeah, and they obviously Calvert-Lewin was a massive miss, and him coming back, I think will do enough for them to just stay mid-table, and they'll just solidify being a Prem side. But Lampard for me. It's not what he's
Who
made
have they
up
just
to
signed winger-wise? They just signed a winger, didn't they?
McNeil from Burnley,
yeah.
And I quite like him as a player. Whether he's he's probably not a brilliant player, but left-footed, plays on the left, nice, cultured left foot, as they say. I quite like him as a player, but Everton, I think they'll be fine. They'll be, I think, mid-table, whatever they might be. But Lampard for me is.
I don't think he's well liked there.
No, what has he done? He hasn't. I know
that job screams for me. I know he rejected it when he got it, but it should have gone. Really should have gone there.
Do you reckon? Yeah, a little bit of a Wayne.
If I was
Wazza.
An Everton fan, I would have loved that. Him, Rooney as a manager,
dunk.
big dunk. Imagine that. Like,
big dunk, yeah.
That's one of the reasons I like Arteta, because I liked him as a player, and he wasn't the best player, but I like him, and he just talked. And being able to support Wayne Rooney is like
surely, suppose so for them.
And it's a stepping stone for him. Was he eventually wants a United job? What he's doing at Washington, I don't know, but he won't get sidetracked on that.
No, I think so for me, my sort of second choice, if you like, Lampard, is in trouble.
Big Fat Frank.
Yeah, Fat Frank, goodbye. But I think that's enough for the managers for now.
So we go.
What did Golden Boot?
Golden
PFA
Boot.
Player?
Yeah, Golden Boot. So I didn't want to go too basic, but I'm going to go basic.
Who are we talking about? Golden Boot or EK?
We'll go on to that, but Golden Boot between 2, but I've gone Mr. Erling Haaland in his debut season.
I can't see beyond him as well.
I wanted to put my
same answer for me.
My one of my favourite players, Mr. Mo Salah. But
you do although he's staunch Arsenal, he also loves Salah.
I just can't see. I can't see Haaland not being a success.
Yeah, no, it's like we said earlier that.
And surely he'll be on pens as well. Yeah, he has to be.
Yeah, well, especially if he starts off slow and is not scoring, takes a couple of penalties, he gets his confidence up. But I think similar to what we said earlier, that City play a style and a way of football, a way of playing that their striker literally has to wait in the box and he'll be on his toe and he'll knock the ball in from 6 yards out.
I just think he's.
And it might take him a little bit of time to adapt to that style, and because at Dortmund he was probably running in behind and he was the main focal point. But City, 20 tap-ins, 25 tap-ins,
easy.
like. And if he plays anything like he did at Dortmund, he can implement his style that way as well. But yeah, for me, I've said
You've
Haaland.
gone Haaland as well.
I've gone Haaland.
So, I wasn't too sure who you would go, but I dug up a little stat, did a bit of homework on the thing.
Love the stat.
Were you arguing between 2-3 players or just Haaland?
What's that for? The
Golden Boot.
Oh yeah, no, Kane. I had Kane and Haaland basically.
So Kane's who the stats about.
Yeah.
Harry Kane needs 26 Premier League goals to become the second all-time Premier League goal scorer.
Wow, that is nothing.
Will he get 26 goals this season?
That's a huge stat.
I was googling it today. I was thinking who.
Yeah.
I knew he was up there, but I didn't think it was. I think he's still quite a way off Shearer.
Yeah.
Maybe another 100 goals.
Yeah. No, he is. I think he needs a good few years.
I think
like
Rooney's
181,
181, so 181 minus 26 is what Kane is. Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my head now, but
so 155. Something
he's
like
26 goals off second place.
Yeah. I think
I
the
think
thing
26 is a lot. To
you
ask.
know that stat. Harry Kane 100% knows that stat without a doubt. He probably think about it now.
Yeah.
Think about it
Although he should be 27 goals off because he never scored that goal. Christian Eriksen scored.
He did. That was a definite Harry Kane goal.
Well, it must be because he scored
yeah. No, that's actually a mad stat. But he'll definitely be aware of that stat, and I think he'll be close to 30. I don't think he'll be top goal scorer purely on the way we play and what he's sort of added to his game, if you like, and the players.
Another
the way we go about it. But
I had a little thought, but obviously out of them three, the top three, you'd think you'd have Haaland, Salah,
Kane. Yeah.
Kane's the only one going to the World Cup, so he's
True.
got a whole month and a half of if England do well.
Yeah, and the thing always with Kane, if he gets injured, he's out for a month or so, and this season more than ever is pretty likely to happen.
Whereas them two, Salah and Haaland, should be chomping at the bit to come back in December.
That's true. Yeah.
But no, I've gone Haaland. I can't.
Yeah, I can't look beyond that really.
So PFA Player of the Year. So. Well, go back to actually, there's a stat about Golden Boot. I did actually another stat. I can't remember the top of my head, but
Stat man.
The last time I love it. Not that
Tate Stat Corner.
The last time a player won the Golden Boot and won the league.
Won the league or won PFA player?
No, won the league.
Oh, won
the
league.
team won the league.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Who won it last year?
Son and Salah.
Son and Salah.
Yeah.
Obviously, none of them won the league.
Yeah.
The year before was Harry Kane.
Didn't win the league.
Did they not? Year before was I can't remember, but it's been a while. And then I think before that was even like when Salah, Mane.
Who was the last
Vardy
person?
Won it the year before.
Right. Who was the last person that has done
I
that?
can't remember the name. I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Don't know.
I don't know.
That's alright.
It might have been Vardy. No, did Vardy win it? I don't know, because Kane won it when Leicester won the league.
Yeah.
It might even have been Diego Costa back then, but it's been a while.
Yeah.
But I think this year it changes. Haaland wins it.
Do you reckon?
Haaland wins Golden Boot.
Haaland wins
Man
it.
City
Oh,
win the
right,
league.
yeah.
But
agreed, yeah.
PFA Player of the Year. So there was two. I went for a safe one, and then I thought, no, I'm going for a risky one. I'm going to...
Go for say your safe one first.
No?
No?
I've crossed them out.
Oh, really?
Crossed them out.
Got
him. You can guess who it is. I'll give you some clues. He's the best central midfielder in the Premier League.
This is the one
This
you
is
want.
who's going to win PFA Player of the Year.
Does he play for Liverpool?
No.
City?
Yeah.
De Bruyne?
Centre midfielder.
Rodri? Have you said Rodri?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rogue.
Rodri.
That is so rogue.
Rodri is fucking quality.
He is good, but he's that player. He just wouldn't win PFA
I just
player.
think he looks... Kante's won it before.
True, very true.
Rodri is, for me...
But then again, that story of Kante was... It was written for him, wasn't it? It was Leicester.
Did he win it with Leicester or he won it with Chelsea? Did he win it both?
I'm pretty sure he won it.
Won it with Leicester, I think, yeah. No, Mahrez won it.
Oh, that season?
I think he won it with Chelsea. They've definitely both won it.
Let me do a little search.
No, but going back to Rodri, I thought I was going to go Haaland, but I thought I can't have Haaland double.
No.
And I'll have this argument to the cows come home that Rodri is better than Declan Rice, but that's another.
Tell, it's alright. Close your ears, don't listen.
And Tony as well.
Yeah, to be fair, Tony, yeah.
Rodri is...
Oh, he was at Chelsea. Kante
won it at Chelsea?
Yeah, sorry, tell it back.
Yeah, because Mahrez won it that year at...
Leicester.
Leicester.
So you've gone. You said
I was
Rodri.
going to go hard, but I thought no. I'm going to go. I'll stick it out there. Rodri.
Yeah. I've gone. I've gone
If-
terribly biased.
If you do that celebration across the
No,
room, I will
no.
mic drop and leave the
No,
secret bunker.
couldn't. I couldn't do Son. No way. Son wouldn't get it. He's not liked. No, I've gone for Kane. I have gone for Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Because
Has he ever won it?
I don't think he has. Let me just get it up. So yeah,
He's
I've
won-
gone for
yeah.
Kane because originally, like yourself, I had Harry Kane, top goal scorer, and I thought player of the year as well. But I think on Kane last year, he was brilliant anyway, and I think a whole season with Conte and what's happened in the back half of last season, I think Kane will be. I think he'll be brilliant again if he stays fit, like we
Do you
keep
think
saying.
Conte will be there the whole of the year?
Yeah, I think so. Unless again,
Has he
unless-
still only got? Because he only signed an 18-month deal, didn't he?
Yeah,
Or
he's
so
on
it
that deal,
runs out
but they're
year-
talking.
Yeah.
They're trying to extend it, and he's come out recently and
Yeah.
said he wants to stay, which is obviously great. But
Yeah.
if something could go horribly wrong, but Kane for me, yeah, I think Kane will be. I'd like to
How
say
did
we'll
he
finish.
not win it? Was it last the lockdown year when he won Golden Boot and assists,
Yeah, he won both, didn't he?
and he didn't win PFA Player of the Year?
It's a gender against Tottenham.
That wasn't the one when Henderson won it, was it? Or he won something, didn't he?
No, Van Dijk won it, didn't he?
Oh, big Verge, yeah.
Yeah, the first defender.
To be fair.
But yeah, Kane for me. I think Tottenham. We're not going to win the league. Probably won't. I'll make it. Oh, sorry. I'll have to blow it over there. So yeah, Harry Kane for me. Player of the year. Like I keep saying, I think Tottenham will have a very good season in the league. I don't think we won't compete for the title, but we'll be in top 4, and I think we'll be in there comfortably. And I just think Kane will play so well. He'll either assist
He'll be a big part
or
of that, yeah.
score. I think he's scoring at least 20 goals. Hopefully we go far in the cups. We always say as a group of Spurs fans and whatnot, we always want to go and win something, but it just never is the case. But I think if we go further in competitions, and again Harry Kane's going to be a part of that, I can't see beyond him. Hopefully for him, but
fair enough.
Yeah.
No, the bloke's quality, to be fair. But
yeah,
did you have another one you had in mind, or just? I mean,
I went straight for Kane.
Just-
No,
yeah.
I obviously thought about a lot of players, but yeah, no, Kane from the get go. I think for me.
last year Salah won it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll hit his heights again? Now he's got his
He might.
400k a week.
Some,
where he's
yeah,
getting-
it's
Some
true.
people fall off a cliff.
Yeah, but then somehow he might. be,
Everyone who plays for Arsenal seems to anyway.
yeah, he might be even better than before though, because now Mane's gone, and again
Yeah.
the front 4, whatever it is, 5 players are still brilliant, but Salah is obviously the chosen one. Klopp absolutely adores him, and so do Liverpool. And he might be the same Salah. Hopefully he's not, and I hope Liverpool aren't. I hope they're awful, but I can't see it happening. So yeah, for me, Kane.
Right, now into the final controversial
this is,
category
This one I've been sweating about.
of the first pod's preview.
Absolutely.
Your shout/hot take of the season.
Go on, take you.
So my one, whether how hot or what it is, but mine's going one. Eddie Nketiah
Oh God, it started off terribly.
will score more goals than any Manchester United player.
Oh, that is technical and detailed. All right.
So
Go
We're
on,
talking-
explain.
I'm going to caveat all competitions as well, because
Okay.
Arsenal and United are in are in the same competitions, in the Prem, Europa League, FA Cup, Carling Cup, whatever. Eddie Nketiah will score more goals in all competitions than Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yep.
Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, whoever else they've got. Not obviously not combined, but
Yeah.
he will score. He will be
Individually, yeah.
individually will score
Yeah.
more goals than any of them players.
That is
I think
a bold
Eddie-
It's a bold.
Eddie,
I don't know if it's a
he's
bold
he's been all right for us, but last year I looked at him. I thought he looks better physically. He holds himself better on the pitch.
Yeah.
And the last 5 games, I know we didn't exactly play, but he's still young and he looks hungry. Now he's got that second choice behind. He's got rid of Lacazette and Aubameyang. Arteta seems to like him. He'll play the 6 Europa League games. He'll play the last 20 of every game, basically, I think.
Yeah.
And if Jesus wants to break, then he can play. He can also play on the left a little bit, or Jesus sometimes plays on the right, and Eddie will start. He'll get game time.
Jesus won't play every game 90 minutes, will he?
And Eddie
knows
is
that.
he's a tapping merchant.
Yeah.
Like he's a good hold-up player, but his game is 6-yard box stuff.
Yeah, I obviously straight away I don't think Eddie Nketiah is good enough. But obviously for me, I don't like you. I don't watch him week in week out. I didn't watch him last season. What I saw of him last season, I just thought nothing of him. But he's young and inexperienced. So although it's a bold shout.
I'm basing it on
necessarily disagree with
he looks sharp from what I saw last season. He'll play the first 6 Europa League games. He'll play the Carling Cup games. Depending how far we get. But I just think he's now going to be we've got goals from the bench now.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Arsenal will.
How many did you score last season?
4, I think. But
goals.
4 or 5. No, just in the Prem. In
right,
comps,
right.
I think it was our top goal scorer.
6.
I think.
I don't know.
I'll have a look. But in all comps, I don't know. But he scored 4 Premier League goals last season, I think, and that was more than Lacazette got, or what? What's his name? Aubameyang got.
He's definitely. Not at the moment. He's definitely not the man. And when he starts against Tottenham, if he starts against Tottenham, like he did last season,
as long as he's not
he does not.
At the end, 10 goals got last year.
What?
In 27 games.
Did he get relegated or?
No, in all comps. So he got 5 in the Prem, and then in the cups. Well, obviously we didn't play Europe, so.
Yeah.
If he got 10 goals last year and he barely played, like actual minutes, it's 27 appearances, but minutes-wise, it was peanuts minutes.
Yeah. Is that what he played? 27 times?
Yeah.
Surprised. I assumed
he didn't
more.
start a game until the Chelsea
towards the
game,
end of the season,
when
wasn't
he
it?
scored 2.
Yeah.
That was his first goal of the season in the Premier League. His first start.
Yeah. No, yeah.
He played more minutes in the last 6 games of the season than he did for the remaining 32.
You definitely needed a striker, didn't you?
That's what my point is. We look so much better.
Yeah.
I know it's only pre-season, but mate, we were scrapping them. But I would have taken Che Adams. Che Adams would have been an improvement.
But in that show, and you're talking about Nketiah, but if you're saying Che Adams is an improvement.
No, we're doing improvement on Lacazette.
Right.
I didn't know. I will admit, I didn't think Eddie was up to it at all. But when he got given that chance against Chelsea, and since then he looks like he's got out of his boyish frame.
Yeah, true.
He looks like he's grown now.
Yeah, he obviously can finish. He plays for Arsenal, so he's not he's not a donut. But yeah, just Jesus, I think is reluctantly saying it. I think is a very very impressive signing. Very impressive, and that's all I'll say.
And I'll back Eddie on that one.
I like it. So I think like you, I had a few in mind, and I've got a few written down, but I don't know if it's a shout or what. But I'm gonna go with that Leicester are gonna be awful. That Leicester City are gonna be terrible.
I saw something online about that the
other day. Absolutely terrible. And again, I might be wrong. It's just my opinion. Do not attack me, but I think bottom half of the table, not relegated. I don't think that's going to happen. But I just think bottom half of the table, they're just going to be in a right old state.
So at the time of recording, they've still got. But I think we could our next podcast on the 1st of September.
Their team could be.
You could arguably have
disbanded.
Fofana at Chelsea, Tielemans at Arsenal,
Maddison somewhere,
Maddison at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like today, like we were saying today, Schmeichel's just gone. Whether Leicester City probably know a lot more. Leicester City fans know a lot more about what's going on. But Schmeichel has been their number one for years. He won the Premier League. You know he's 35 now, and they've got a year left of his contract, or something like that. But he's their number one goalie. I looked at their goalies today, and they've got Danny Ward and I think a Swedish guy.
I actually read online. I think they're keeping Danny Ward.
Yeah.
That's what they want. That was the rumours online that they wanted.
Yeah. They've got Danny Ward and with Schmeichel was their third choice, but now second choice. And they've bought no one. They've bought absolutely no one. And from my own experience being a Tottenham fan, when you stand still and don't actually go out and get anyone, you just fall behind it. And I said earlier, but the top teams, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, have done it for years. Every season, they go and improve, and they even get rid of players.
And they're still relying on Jamie Vardy.
Yeah, exactly. They've got Jamie Vardy up front, who's again late 30s now. I just can't see it. And like you said, in a few weeks,
he has to carry on now a few more years, doesn't he? Now to pay off his wife's.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay off his wife's legal bills.
Yeah, so we'll keep it at that. We don't want to get sued, but yeah.
Sorry, Bex.
So yeah, they've signed no one, and I just think that's a bad move. And Brendan Rodgers,
I think Rodgers is a fraud.
Yeah. Do you think? I wouldn't say he's a fraud, but I looked at his
Before
record.
a bit harsh, but I just think he's.
He spends about 3 or 4 seasons, which he's at now with Leicester. This will be his, I think, 4th season with Leicester, maybe start of his 3rd. And by the end of it, he's normally gone.
Yeah.
He's normally left or
Maybe fraud's a
sacked.
bit harsh.
Or
I just think he's at his level at Leicester, and he'll never go to the next level because no one. City would never take him.
No.
Chelsea wouldn't. I know he wasn't there, but he was there as a coach. Chelsea wouldn't have him. Liverpool wouldn't have him back.
No.
I think Spurs and Arsenal have flirted with him enough to be put off by reason. We've both sacked our managers in recent years, and we could have got him if either of us wanted
them. If you paid the money for him,
they could have got him. And he's
not going to be. He's not going to go to United, is he? So
maybe a West Ham if Moyes.
Possibly. But Leicester, on paper, in recent years, are the best of the rest.
The best of the rest. Yeah.
They normally are up there, and Rodgers probably thought he could, and he probably still does, but thinks that he could take them to reach into that Europe. But for me, Leicester, bottom half of the table, just struggling big time.
No, that makes sense.
Like I said, no signings. Their number one goalie's just been shot.
In 30 days' time, we could be looking at a completely different Leicester team.
And even if they lose one of those people you mentioned, if they lose Fofana, if they lose Tielemans or Maddison, again, that's one of their best players gone. So, I will hover over some of my other shouts. I've said Kulu, the Ginger Sweden, Young Player of the Year. Yeah. Which you may just not even thought about or whatever, but I think
I've got a bit of a gripe with that award, so I left it out. Because I think Foden has won it 2 years on the trot, undeservingly.
Yeah, no.
I am biased, but how Saka did not win that last year? Come on, man.
But then City won the league. They're the best team in the country, and Foden.
Did Foden? He was obviously a class player. I'm not doubting his ability whatsoever. I don't think he had a better season than Saka. It's an individual award, so I think you have to sort of write off.
Yeah.
He did not win. He did not win. He did not win Man City more points than Saka got Arsenal points. The importance of them two players.
Yeah.
Saka's got like 12 Premier League goals. He's the best ever tally.
Yeah.
Highest assist tally. Yeah. Coming off the back of obviously the Euros.
Yeah.
He had to win that award. He played more. Played 30 out of 38 games.
It's alright. He's got this year, mate. He can improve this year.
He can win it. This year.
But I said Kulu, young player, like that possibly could have been my shout.
Not Lingard.
He's still 21, isn't
he? Poor joke, but I had to get it in there.
And I've said Newcastle to break the top 6 for me. But
we're having this
they're
conversation.
like they're little side notes.
In my other side note was continuing my theme of hopefully plotting Chelsea's downfall.
Just the demise.
I've been plotting it ever since the Roman Empire came crumbling down. Chelsea to finish in Europa League positions.
That would be big. I don't think it's possible.
5th or 6th.
Yeah, I suppose 5th could happen. But you just don't know, do you? You just don't know
are we both in agreement that Ten Hag's not breaking into that top 4?
Oh yeah, I've United.
I haven't really touched on. We haven't really touched on United, but I
don't think it's because of him. I just think
I think that the problem is way above him.
Yeah,
and
they're in a massive.
Not
change.
so much the Glazers. I don't know, but I'm just talking of. It's just their recruitment looks at Arsenal's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Or has been worse than Arsenal's in just terms of just.
I just think they had everything. They had it all, and it started to go slightly downhill and whatever else. And I just don't know. I think there's.
But I has to be an improvement on the PE teacher Ollie and the caretaker, whatever his name. What was his name? Ralph. Ralph, Mr. Ranić.
Yeah, I forgot about
Mr. Ranić.
Yeah, he was that poor Ranić, the sporting director. I don't know what was going on.
I think that brings us to a nice close. We've been speaking for just over an hour.
Yeah, I think that's our.
I will leave the guests with a little something. If you're still been listening for the last hour,
taste teaser,
and you are into your football, and you would like to join our fantasy football.
Oh, despise fantasy. I am absolutely despise it.
I am not putting the link or the password in the bio, so you have to listen to it the whole way, and we'll see who joins. Because I'm not putting this on any socials. The actual link, you have to listen to the whole thing to listen to it. The password is all lowercase, HXH00E, and that's on the usual fantasy football app. You know the one, the Premier League one.
Have you done your team yet, or are you waiting?
I've done my team. I did it this morning on the train.
Okay. Is Saka in there?
Saka's not in there.
No.
No.
You haven't got Saka in there?
No, it's too expensive. He's too good.
What's his price?
I don't know. I put Martinelli in instead.
Oh. Is Eddie on there on the bench?
Eddie is not on the bench. No. Jesus.
So yeah, if you wanna join Tate's league, then go for it.
But I imagine how many listeners do you reckon we got? We'll find out.
And I reckon cup 2, 3.
Yeah.
Me and you, so that's 2.
Yeah. My mum, my dad, my brother.
Yeah. No, but if you've listened, fantastic.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, really happy.
Can you leave comments on Spotify?
Unknown.
Because this will be linked out on
confirmed.
Spotify and on Amazon Music if anyone uses that. But
yeah, and
it
again,
won't be on Apple Music, I don't think.
Yeah, we
because I
need
think
to
you've
figure
got
it
to
out.
pay for that. And
Yeah, we ain't got the funds.
we
for that.
ain't got the sponsors for that yet. If
Yeah.
if you're listening, Heineken,
Yeah,
Nike,
yeah.
Soccer Sixes.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're listening and you've enjoyed it, then thank you so much. I think we've enjoyed our first one. It's been quite successful.
We hope
really.
it's recorded because we've listened to back some of it.
Yeah.
But
all the wires are plugged in, so it should be good.
and we'll be back with a second podcast at the end of the month, beginning next month, with our takes on the start of the season, transfers.
Yeah, how the season's going,
how
what our
things
teams
go.
are doing.
So
yeah.
from myself, Tate, and
Jack and Brown.
we'll bid you a farewell and stay loyal.
Thank you.